Alright, I'm making this video because tomorrow I'm getting all my hair cut off. So I'm making this to remind myself of what it looks like in case I ever want to grow it out again. I'm also making this for people who are thinking about growing their hair to show you how it looks after a year's worth of hair growth and to offer some tips. Alright, so after a year, the length in the front is down to here and the sides and the back a bit longer. And that's probably what most people are interested in. Here's how the hair looks down and tied up. I just want to show you this just so you can get an idea of how it's going to look after a year if you're thinking of growing your hair out. Alright, keeping it sort of healthy and whatever. Only wash it twice a week. I wash my hair on a Monday and a Friday. So at the beginning and end of a week. Don't wash it don't wash it every day because you'll strip all the natural oils and stuff. I'm sure you've read this if you search anything about long hair. And don't leave it for too long. You don't want your hair to look too greasy because that can look so bad. So twice a week is what I recommend. But if your hair gets oily quicker, maybe once every 2 days. If you can leave it to once a week, good. But my hair gets quite oily, so I do it twice a week. But I still shower every day, as everyone should, to wash, your body, but only shampoo and condition your hair. As I said, I personally do it twice a week, and you can change that depending on how quickly or slowly your head gets oily. Right, and now on to the bit when you're growing your hair. In the first 6 months or so, not everyone has it, but there is that awkward stage where you have sort of like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo sort of hair. And during this stage, people wear hats. Yeah, good, do that. But if you're in college, and sort of school, sometimes they say, you can't wear hats. So you either have to persevere looking like a bit of an idiot, or if you're lucky, you don't get such a bad awkward stage, you look all right. But if you do look dreadful, which I did, people will say, well, everyone, like friends, family, they'll all tell you to get it cut a lot. They will constantly. My brother told me every day. Just ignore them. If you want to see how your hair looks long and you want to try and grow it out, ignore them and just grow it. And then after a year, which is what I've done, which is a good stopping point, after a year, you stop, you look, you see how your hair looks, and if you don't like it, you get it cut, which is what I'm doing. If you do like it, you can keep growing it. But don't listen to everyone telling you to get it cut in that first 6 months when you have that sort of in-between kind of length hair. Don't listen to them. Just keep growing it. And I'm sure you can find some videos kind of helping you style the awkward stage. I kind of wore hats. I just kind of went with it. And sometimes, I'd try and kind of slick it kind of back and behind the ears. And I'm sure you can find ways to get through it. But don't cut it off. If you want to see how your hair looks long, do not give in to the awkward stage. Do not get it cut. When growing your hair, you may have heard that you have to go to the hairdressers, which is true. I personally, when I was growing it, went once every 4 to 5 months, just to get it all the hair kind of trimmed a bit, just to cut off, those like dead ends and just to keep the hair growing healthy. These are the products I use: the shampoo and conditioner, etc. This little bottle of oil you use sort of, so you're in the shower, you've shampooed, conditioned your hair, you get out, you blow dry it on a low heat setting, cool setting if you can. You don't want to use any really hot settings. And then you apply a few drops of this oil into your hands, rub them together, and kind of spread it out through your hair. After you've washed your hair, you blow dry it and it's really dry, adding that little bit of oil does really, really, really help. You don't have to use this product, but this is just something to keep your hair healthy, but you really don't need it. It's just I like to use it. Right, and now for product, because no one wants their hair really coming down across like that, do you? That's what it naturally does. And to well, what another reason other than keeping your hair healthy to not wash your hair every day is those natural oils. It will help you sort of shape your hair. But in terms of product, I wouldn't use wax or pomade or hair gel. I'll show you what I use. I'll put it on screen now. I use sea salt spray. You put like maybe the day you've washed your hair after a few hours, or maybe or a few minutes, depending on how rushed you are in the morning. Spray a bit of this in, blow dry your hair so it dries quickly, and then you can shape it and kind of style it, and then leave it to do its own thing. That's what I use anyway, and I only apply it like after I've washed my hair. I don't apply it every morning. Because as I said, if you don't wash your hair every day, some of that products will stay in your hair. Some of that sea salt spray will stay in your hair, and also your hair gets a bit more oily each day. It'll be easy, and it will kind of help style it. So there's no need to put sea salt spray in every day. I only do it the days after I've washed my hair. All right. I feel like I should just quickly mention that today is Friday, so my hair was washed this morning. So this is how it looks, like the day of it being washed. Just so you can see, shiny. There you go. I feel like that information would be quite useful for this video. Also, there's no product in it. I haven't used the sea salt spray today. This is just how it naturally looks. And one more thing. A lot of people, including me, have sort of fly away and overgrown sort of baby hairs. I can probably demonstrate it now, actually. If I do that, is it going to do it? Look, there you go. Got it in the light. You can see on the corner of my head there, I have these hairs that are quite short, and they don't grow past that length. So they these bits, haven't grown past this length, so I can't connect them in if I tie it up, and they're a bit kind of in the way. Now you can either kind of wet these and put them behind the ear. That looks all right. That hides them. Some people say to wax them or slick them back. I wouldn't do that, because I find that like halfway through the day they just stick out, and then they're big sort of, hard bits of hair just sticking out. Looks dreadful. Oh look, this is what I'm talking about with the overgrown baby hairs and flyaways. These things here that don't connect. If you dampen your hands and then tie your hair up, those bits will get pushed down. It will look a lot better. I've also just noticed you can kind of see an imprint of a headphone over my ear. That's one thing you should know about having long hair. If you're going to wear headphones or play video games, kind of, get a wet hand and just run your hands through your hair like that, just to get rid of that sort of, headphone imprint. All the shampoo, conditioner, sea salt spray, everything, all the products and stuff that I use, links to it will be in the description, so you can go find it on Amazon. Alright, if you happen to stumble upon this video and you have long hair, slap some tips, some like styling tips or products tips, or just any tips in the comments, because this video is made for people who want to grow out their hair. So any tips like that I didn't cover, if you throw them in the comments, it could be very helpful for people. So yeah. And this is now where I don't know how to end this video, because of how painfully awkward, even on my own in this house, this video is awkward to do. I guess I'm done.